Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our detailed breakdown of the HJC FS-15 helmet. Now, I have a carbon fiber lid in front of me. This is the carbon fiber version of this helmet. It's more expensive than the regular fiberglass version, so check out both depending on what you're looking for and if you're a die-hard carbon fiber guy. In my opinion, this is one of the better deals for a carbon fiber helmet. Lots of bang for the buck, and you're not in that $500–600 plus price range. You're under $500, which is always nice, especially when you're looking for carbon fiber. Now, you can talk about the external composition of this guy. From protective factor, the carbon fiber as well as the non-carbon fiber FS-15 are both going to be DOT and Snell 2010 rated. But the nice part about carbon fiber, if you're new to looking at it, is it's more lightweight than your standard composite shell, and it's going to be stronger. So there's an added protective element to it. You know, typically when you pay the little bit more in carbon fiber, you're paying for that exotic material that allows you to have a more lightweight but protective helmet. Now, if we talk about application on this guy, this is what I would consider more of a sport helmet. I don't think it's going to be a rock-solid helmet for the upright rider. I think you're in a three-quarter position, think Ducati Monster, or you're in the tuck. Look at the vent configuration. It does vent fairly well. I've been wearing it for about a week and a half, and I found that it would vent rock-solid across the top of the head as well as from the front chin vent, which also does a good job of defogging. Speaking of defogging, each FS-15 is also going to come with the Pinlock posts, so you can add that double-walled Pinlock visor on the inside of your shield. That really takes the chemical aspect of it out of it and creates a physical double channel barrier that's going to allow that Pinlock area to never fog up, which is always nice. Moving on to the fit side of the FS-15, I find HJC for me to be reasonable. I'm going to call it intermediate round versus intermediate oval. You think about an oval is going to be something where you're longer front to back than you are side to side. You know, think about the, not quite an awry profile shape. I kind of play in that mix. Showy's typically good for me. Awry's good for me. HJC fits slightly more round around the crown, so more of an Earth-shaped head for you guys out there that aren't the long or more narrow oval shape. So for me, it doesn't fit quite as snug as my Showy, but I was still a medium, so the sizing for me crossed over. But remember, to be definitive, measure your head, use the size chart. Moving into the creature comforts of this guy. So we already talked about the front vent, open and closed. It's going to vent to the inside of the shield. When we move on to the visor, it's a UV-coated visor. It's going to protect you from 95% of UVA and UVB rays. We talked about the Pinlock. Notice a few detents, and then there is a lock at the bottom. The nice part about this shield is it's spring-loaded. So you're going to have that gasket at the top and at the bottom create a tight seal. As it comes down, it sucks the shield in. It's a nice feature. Other guys use a full spring. This uses a tensioner, and it's going to suck it in here, and it's going to pull it down and create a tight seal against the top. So if you do get caught in the rain, you're not going to get any leakage. If you are doing head checks at speed with the shield down, you're not going to get a ton of wind through there. Other thing I want to show is how easily the shield change how easy the mechanism is here. It's two triggers, one on each side, and it comes off that easily. To put it back on, you put it in the upright position, and you just snap it down. If I turn it this way, on the left side of the helmet, you're also going to notice that we have a lock. We have lock down, and then we have open. And here's my pull from that side as well. Getting into the venting as we move our way back, it's two chimney vents that vent to the top of the head to a channel. It's open and close. I found that at speed, and I rode this guy 60 miles an hour, I rode it 40 miles an hour, I rode it in the tuck, I rode it in the three-quarter, I also pushed around triple digits with this guy. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for aerodynamics. I'm also looking for whistling, depending on where my head is checking. I found no whistling straight on to the side or in full-on head checks. I thought it did a good job of blocking the wind from crossing through the eye port when I was head checking. And aerodynamics-wise, I was impressed for a helmet that's going to be in that sub-$400 range. It did a quality job of being stable at speed as well as in the head check. Sometimes with helmets that are in this range, some are great when you start to get in that 70+ mile per hour range, and then some you're really feeling that air, you're feeling start to get pushed around, or it can become unstable. I thought the FS-15 did a great job. As we move to the back, you're going to notice that we have this spoiler. On the carbon fiber, it's matte black. It looks really nice. And on the top, you have the mesh-covered Venturi vents. What happens is you have a sphere, high degree of air flowing over the top, creates an area of low pressure. That's also sometimes what wants to suck your head back when you're riding. But what it really does is it's going to suck the hot, humid air away from your head through that channel and pull it out the back. So you have active airflow going in the front, passive airflow being sucked out the back, creates a great channel effect. You also have a nice channel down here that's going to pull air away from the back of your neck. Notice I did mention it was Snell 2010 as well as DOT. On the bottom of this guy, I'm going to give it a reasonably stiff rating, which is always a good thing. You want your helmets to be stiff. So the bottom opening too, you can notice it's an oval shape, but it's a little bit more round than something like a more intermediate oval. Removable chin curtain here, comes right off from both sides. Rip this guy out. There we go, there's my chin curtain. And then as we go on the cheek pads, I can remove the liner for you here. So your cheek pads are swappable. They're integrated with the neck roll, that easy, 3 points of connection. And do both sides here. They come out that quickly. And then on the neck roll, it's fully removable, fully washable. It's a Silvercool liner, so that means that it's waterproof, it's breathable, or I'm sorry, it's not waterproof. It's going to be breathable, it's going to have a high degree of mesh, it's going to wick away from your head. But the nice part about it is that the Silvercool means it's antibacterial, antimicrobial. So no odor, it's not going to get funky on you. You can clean it very simply by just running it underwater and then allowing it to air dry. So if you have any questions about the FS-15, as it stands in the lineup, you know, from here, go to a more aggressive helmet. It's going to be something like the RPS-10. But if you have any questions, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As always, it's over $100. We'll give you TeamZilla cash back on it. It's over $39. We'll ship it for free. If you get the wrong size, we'll exchange it for free. And if you just don't like it, don't wear it out on the road. Send it back in brand new condition with all of the tags. We'll give you 100% back to your credit card. There's never a restock fee here at RevZilla.com. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the HJC FS-15. This is the carbon fiber. There's a regular fiberglass version as well, available at RevZilla.com/HJC helmets. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.